Welcome back to another episode, guys. Now this week we are counting down our top 5 play and stay experiences in beautiful tropical North Queensland. So grab a drink and let us know if you've got a favourite that we need to add to this list. Now if you are planning a road trip to tropical North Queensland in 2026, this is the episode for you. Enjoy.
Cheers! Don't you love it? We're in the tropics, baby!
And what is not to love about being in tropical North Queensland is the way it feels. It's hot, humid, the sunshine, everything is so green. I love it up here.
Oh, Katie's just a nicer person. We are all nice people, and I think it is. It's the sunshine, it's the vitamin D, and it is the people, and it is the pace.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we have put together, this is over, 6 years of travelling full time now, and we've been up here a half a dozen times, and we absolutely love it. And we thought, well, if we could look at either the free activities, low-cost campsites, even the high-end stuff, and we could assemble the top 5 places to stay and the top 5 places to stay and play, what would they be? And so that got us thinking, well, we're pretty confident on what we've got on our list, and so let's share it with you.
Awesome.
It's going to be fast.
Okay.
We're going to talk quick.
Can we do it?
Well, there is so much to get through here. Now, if you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe to the Feel Good family here on YouTube.
Yes, and thank you to everybody who is subscribed. We love it, and we couldn't do it without you.
Oh my gosh, we are nearing our 100,000th subscriber.
Amazing.
It is close. We cannot believe it. So thank you to everyone out there who's been with us from the day one, and for those of you who have just joined us, welcome. Righto, ready to go?
Let's do it.
We're going to count down. That makes it a bit of fun.
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Number 5.
Yes, is Newell Beach farm stay and a visit to the world famous Daintree.
So good. Now, this is a brand new place for us. It is a hip camp, and it is owned and operated by Tink.
Yes, who is just a gorgeous human and so welcoming. And what we really loved about Newell Farm Stay is how simple it is in such a beautiful, quiet, peaceful environment. Okay, there's only a small selection of unpowered sites around the dam, and the prices start from $35 on hip camp, which we think is an absolute bargain. There's potable water available to fill your tanks. Fire pits on the sites, it's pet friendly, it's family friendly. You can swim or kayak in the dam. You can even throw a line in and try and catch an elusive barramundi. You're surrounded by the cane farms, the cattle paddocks, and then have those amazing views out over the mountains. And it is close to Newell Beach, so a hot tip is go and grab yourself some good fish and chips.
Yes, and be wary because it can get quite windy there in the afternoon.
We almost got blown away.
We had flying fish.
Yes.
Okay, one other highlight for us. We were the only ones there, okay? And so we decided that we would have one of our famous outdoor open-air cinemas. We absolutely love this experience. And as you said, Katie, where to play is the Daintree. Wow, Cape Trib, is this the most stunning place? Of course, these are 2 World Heritage listed sites. They both collide. That's the Great Barrier Reef and, of course, the Daintree Rainforest.
Yeah, absolutely spectacular. Now, it's only a short drive up to the ferry that crosses the beautiful Daintree River, and it cost us $51 for a return ticket. That's just for the vehicle, and then, of course, prices vary depending on whether you're on your motorbike or whether you're towing a van as well. Now, our advice would be once you hit the other side, head all the way up to Cape Tribulation. This is the start of the southern end of the Bloomfield track.
Wow.
If you're feeling adventurous and you're in your 4-wheel drive and you want to keep going, then you can do that. But otherwise, stop in at Cape Trib. The beach, as you said, Paul, absolutely
it's a postcard.
Spectacular. It is. And we love it. We always stop in at the Safari Lodge for a great meal, and the food is excellent there.
Absolutely. And the wildlife is spectacular here. We were blown away to come face to face in the wild with a cassowary. The colours, the calmness actually of the cassowary. Beware or be wary the cassowary, as they say up here. You do have to really realise that they're still a wild animal.
And very dangerous as well.
Absolutely, but stunning. And then, of course, that vibrant colour of the Ulysses butterfly that pops along the sky against the green of the rainforest is spectacular.
Yeah, and there's great opportunities to see the wildlife on the number of different boardwalks that are scattered across between Cape Trib and Daintree, so definitely stop at those.
All right, the other highlights is Thornton Beach.
Oh,
Gee, we love it there.
I know.
I could get stranded there and never leave.
Yes.
Okay, after that is the Daintree Tea Company.
Yep, a favourite stop for us. Of course, we love the Daintree tea. The flavour is just beautiful. But to be able to stop and see the fields of tea, and we've even been lucky enough to watch them harvesting a few times while we've stopped there as well. They also have really great local honey for sale there too.
Excellent. Okay, next door is the famous Daintree Ice Cream Company.
Yeah, this is a definite highlight,
So
I think,
good.
for Jasper and I. And you've got to stop in here because they're not just an ice cream company. They have so many varieties of tropical fruits growing on the property that then, of course, they use in their ice cream flavours. So if you're looking for something unique, definitely stop in. The black sapote would be my recommendation, as well as the wattle seed.
Or the Affogato.
Oh, yeah, yum.
Okay, number 4, Ellis Beach and Hookabarra.
What is not to love about this experience? Now, Ellis Beach, absolute beachfront location. You just cannot get better than this.
Yeah.
This really is the perfect spot to string up the naked hammock and just while away the hours. Now, we didn't stay this visit, but you can book the unpowered sites now, where it used to be you've got to arrive early, first in, best dressed basis. A hot tip, if you do want to be in that unpowered beachfront section, just be aware that you'll get friendly with your neighbours because they
It's tight.
do, yeah, they pack them in, don't they, Paulie? But there are powered sites that are beachfront as well, and they start from approximately $60, and then there's also other unpowered sites that aren't on the beachfront too. Now, there's cabins and rooms if you're not towing, including some spectacular oceanfront cabins as well. There's a lovely pool, the boys made use of that. Camp kitchens, a coin-operated laundry. There's a general store that's got a small selection of groceries and also, you know, all your bait and tackle needs for throwing a line in. Now, the beach is patrolled.
Very good.
Yeah, it's excellent, isn't it? And it's also pet friendly. And the Ellis Beach Bar and Grill is just across the road, and that has a great vibe.
Okay, Hookabarra is our choice for play when you're staying here at Ellis Beach. It is an hour back up the road. However, it is on one of the world's most famous coastal drives. It is the Captain Cook Highway. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, love this drive. The scenery is just amazing.
Okay, for Hookabarra, this is a place whether you're a novice or you're wanting to take your kids and get them literally hooked on fishing.
Or your wives.
Yeah, this is the place to go. And this is exactly the experience that we had with Jasper. He has since gone on to become quite the fisherman, actually.
Well, he's also had a love of eating barramundi since this experience as well. So not only can you go and try your hand at fishing in the huge barramundi ponds, but if you want to not just catch and release, you can catch and pay a little bit extra to take your barramundi home and catch and cook as well.
Yeah, and look, if you're not going to catch and cook, they have a fantastic fish and chippery on site where you can try every style of barramundi. It is that good. We absolutely love that. Best of all, they supply all the gear and the training, and you have guides there the whole time to really give you some hot tips to make sure that you get the perfect catch.
Definitely. Now, you know the barra is going to be good because these guys supply all of the premium restaurants along the east coast of Australia. So it certainly is great quality. And they also do farm tours as well, where you can learn a little bit about the operation and what goes on there, and also about the fascinating life cycle of the barramundi.
Incredible. Okay, number 3 is Big 4 Ingenia Holidays Cairns Coconut.
Whew, it's a mouthful, but I tell you what, this is a kid's paradise. And you don't have to have little kids. You can be a big kid and love it here.
Jasper calls this the Disneyland of caravan parks.
Absolutely. Now, this is less than 10 minutes drive from the Cairns CBD. It has more accommodation options than anywhere else we've stayed with. Powered and unpowered sites, they've got cabins, condos and villas. And the stunning tropical gardens, the large sites and all of the green grass just add to the overall vibe of this place. It's pet friendly and it even has a dog agility park. How cool is that? There's
You don't want your pets getting fat on holiday, do you?
Well, no, that's right. They're going to need all the exercise they can get, and so will you too. There's poolside communal barbecues, which is great. There's even a permanent massage and spa on site. You can rent golf carts to get around if, you're just a bit tired from all of the fun. And you can even book all of your tours at reception.
Now, there is a happy hour daily between 4 and 5 p.m.
Yes.
Probably the only downside, we think it should be happy hours.
Yeah, well, I reckon it'd just be happy hours by default anyway because of how good you're feeling the whole time you're there. But that is at the Palm licensed cafe. Now, they serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. We had some pizza up there one night. We even obliged ourselves a bottle of takeaway vino. They've got a great selection of beer, wine and spirits that you can buy and take away. They've also got a heap of grocery items and more toys and fun things to tempt the kids, and they'll be hassling you to buy it.
Yes, you're going to leave lighter in the wallet, that's for sure.
Yeah, you probably gain it here and lighter in your wallet. Okay, now we paid $84 a night. That's for 2 adults and 1 child. We were in low season out of any school holiday periods, and of course the prices will fluctuate depending on time of year and demand.
Yes, so basically it is only going to go north from there.
Yeah.
However, that's pretty good when you consider that this is the place to stay and play. Everything is that you do not have to leave this park.
Absolutely, and you wouldn't want to, honestly, when you've got 2 swimming pools on offer, a number of water slides. There are spas and a dedicated hot spa for adults only. There's a splash park, pedal cars, jumping pillows, mini golf, tennis courts, basketball courts. There's a huge adventure playground. There's indoor and outdoor movies. There's a giant chess set. Jasper gave you a pretty good whooping, didn't he?
Look, he did. He's actually learning chess at the moment.
He's very good.
Yeah, I think he still makes some rules up.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, what else is there? There is a mini coconuts area for the really little ones. And something really unique that we haven't seen anywhere else is that cool thing called the Neos 360, which
Very
was
cool.
part computer game, part exercise. Jasper and I had so much fun on that, but whew, man, it gives you a workout.
Look, this Cairns Coconut truly is a tropical resort, and I think best of all is its location. It is literally in the heart of Cairns, so a perfect place to set up base and then really explore the rest of the region. You can book all of your tours here as well in reception, and they're just super friendly. We loved our time here. Number 2, Creek's Edge Park in Mossman, bordering the Daintree National Park.
And this really is a stunning hidden gem. In fact, we've stayed here now a number of times. Hosts Annette and Wayne are absolutely beautiful humans. They'll make you feel welcome from the moment you arrive. Now, you've got powered and unpowered sites and only a small selection of each, and the prices are amazing. So unpowered's $35 a night, powered's $45 a night. You just can't find that kind of value really in too many places anymore. There are fire pits on all the sites. It is pet friendly and it's super family friendly as well. The kids can get out with a net and they feed the bulls and the calves. There are bathrooms and laundry facilities and a rustic camp kitchen in both of the unpowered and powered campsites. The stunning freshwater creek is what makes this place and location so incredible.
And it is a safe swimming area for the whole family as well. Jasper loved getting out his Sue Blue underwater scooter and giving this a whirl all the way up and down the creek. It's just so much fun to be able to be in that crystal clear,
very refreshing,
cool water. Yeah, and there's plenty of places to hang up a hammock as well, so we took advantage of the cool breeze underneath the rainforest trees. Absolutely fantastic.
Yep, the whole environment here is just so picturesque, you won't want to leave.
And in fact, you won't need to leave as far as the play goes, because bordering the national park there of the Daintree Rainforest, you have access to a private waterfall. And now you can only access the waterfall and get the secret directions through a net if you are paying and staying on site. So we're not allowed to give directions to it, but we can tell you that as a family activity, it is an absolute highlight of our time up here in this region.
Absolutely. If you love hiking, if you love getting out in nature and then feeling like you are the only people who know the location of something so incredible, it is a mini Mossman Gorge right on your back doorstep.
Absolutely. You feel like you are in a lost jungle. But it is time to get on to number one. Drum roll, please, Katie. We made it. It is, of course, the Palm Cove NRMA Holiday Park.
Yes, absolute heaven on earth. The worst thing about Palm Cove is that you actually have to leave at some point.
I know. Take me back there. Okay, this is our first time staying at the NRMA Park because you do have to book in advance.
Yes.
This place is incredibly popular for good reason.
Yep, it's located directly opposite that stunning Palm Cove beach, which does have a safe swimming enclosure for stingers, and of course, being mindful that you are in tropical North Queensland, any body of water that you are thinking about swimming in, do be aware, stingers and of course saltwater crocodiles. Now, it's also one of the most popular fishing locations in tropical North Queensland as well, so make sure you've packed your rod. Now, the park has a really great layout. The sites are all generally large and shady. There's a selection of powered, unpowered, and also motorhome specific sites. And a hot tip, we stayed on site number 6, which we think is the best site in the park. It is on the oceanfront side. And what we loved about this site was that it had the AstroTurf, but also a really large space behind where our caravan parked up. So Jasper had somewhere safe to play. The boys played footy, kicked the ball, and had lots of fun out there.
It also has a direct access straight out of the park and to the beach. So, yeah, number 6.
It's the feel-good site for sure.
It is.
Now, being an NRMA park, it has some great features. The bike repair station is always fun for the kids. Jasper got good use out of that. And then being able to ride freely around the park in a fairly safe environment was awesome as well. There is a brand new resort-style swimming pool that has just been done so well and is very accessible as well with that long ramp to walk into the pool too. There's also a great little vintage coffee shop that's open each morning right near the pool, so you can grab a cuppa and kick back. There's a huge well-appointed camp kitchen and communal barbecue areas as well. Now, you can book all of your tours from reception, and what I loved was that they sell eco-friendly products in their general store at reception, and they're certified through Ecotourism Australia because of their sustainable practices and their commitment to sustainability. Now, it's also pet friendly, which is great, and there are specific sites if you are travelling with a pet. And of course, Palm Cove Village, just absolutely sensational with all of the cafes and restaurants and boutiques, even just walking along the beachfront with those palm trees. It just has such an amazing feel to it.
It is like the eternal summer, the eternal holiday, the eternal pina coladas.
Take me back.
Now, hot tip, and probably our favourite as far as, you know, watching a budget and still having a great meal and great service, is the surf club.
Yes.
Head over there and they have lots of activities and they have specials every night of the week.
Yep, excellent tip. Now, we paid $194 for 2 nights here at the NRMA Palm Cove. But I loved every single cent of it, Paulie, and I can't wait to go back.
Look, location, location, location. That is what you're paying for here. And the park is beautifully laid out, large sites. Yeah, we would go back there in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
And the number one place to play is the Great Barrier Reef, of course. And the options are endless, from budget conscious right through to the high end where you get dropped off in your own private helicopter. We didn't do that, but we did choose the experience that we felt held the best value for our family, and that was Reef Magic. This is totally a wow experience from the start to the end. We haven't stopped talking about this.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. I think this will still be one of the best things we've ever done around Australia in all of our time travelling, and to get Jasper out on the reef for the first time like this was incredible. So, The tour leaves from the Cairns terminal. Now you can park there all day, which is great, and I think it was only about $20 to park for the entire day.
12 hours parking.
Love
Perfect.
it. Yeah. We were greeted by super friendly staff, boarded onto the boat, and it was a 90-minute cruise out to the outer reef where the pontoon is on more reef.
Yes, and it is the newest pontoon on the reef. So that was the other thing that piqued our interest. We thought, okay, these guys have really spent some money here on doing it right. And boy, it didn't disappoint.
That's right. And when you get out there after a beautiful time on the water, we had a little bit of swell, but nothing too bad. And then you arrive at the pontoon, the anticipation and the excitement to get off and get immersed in this incredible environment is so high. The pontoon is incredible. It's 3 levels of awesomeness and everything is supplied. So really you only need to worry about taking your swimsuit, a towel, your sunscreen of course, and your sense of adventure.
Perfect. And as for gear, I mean, when we say everything's included, it's your fins, your mask, your life jackets, your wetsuits. You can also get full length lycra suits if you want that little bit more protection. But the access to the water off this pontoon is awesome. It's just so easy. There's plenty of friendly staff there to not only help guide you, but also give you some tips on how to make the most of this experience. And then, literally within 5 meters, you are onto more reef and diving through the bommies and getting to experience what you feel like you've been dropped into the world's best aquarium.
Yes, it's so true. The sea life is just incredible. Now, we actually started our day on the pontoon dry. We opted to do the semi-submersible first, and that was a great way to get a bird's eye look at the reef before actually getting in and amongst it. Yes, a fish's eye, that's right. We saw some incredible fish and all of the corals as well, and that was with one of the marine biologists. Then it was time to get ourselves in the water, and look, to be honest, it's hard to drag yourself out. In fact, the only reason we got out of the water was because the buffet lunch had been served and we didn't want to miss out on that.
It is really great too. They cater for every dietary need as well. So there's a little bit of seafood, there's some meat selection, cheeses, salads, pastas, really well laid out. And the lunch does stay on for at least an hour. So you've got plenty of opportunity to go up and be served.
Definitely. Then it was time to go down into, I think, one of the highlights for me, which was the underwater observatory. They do a daily fish feeding out there, and this was just mind-blowing. I mean, Paul got in the water for this and got some incredible footage of the fish feeding, and then being down in the underwater observatory and seeing the boys bobbing around in amongst all of the fish was just awesome.
Look, it's a really good point, actually. Some people don't really feel comfortable or want to get in the water. So as far as offering experiences that allow you to still feel completely immersed in this World Heritage experience is awesome. Then there's the glass bottom boat, another experience that you can again be able to see all of the wonders of the reef and the wildlife that inhabit it without getting wet.
Yes. Now, some other really cool features on board the pontoon. The marine biology talks up in the lab. Jasper got to look through the microscopes and have a really good yarn with the staff. And the cultural side of things as well, with the Indigenous guide that was on board. And we just learnt so many incredible facts about the saltwater people who have called, you know, this environment home for tens of thousands of years. So I think that was an excellent inclusion as well.
Yeah, I think that they give you so much on offer, but you don't ever feel rushed because you have just over 5 hours of time out on the pontoon. Really perfectly done. The staff were probably the outstanding factor, alongside obviously the reef and the wildlife. Now, Jasper got to take his Subaru underwater scooter on this adventure, which for us completely transformed this experience for him. It just makes it so incredible to be able to just scoot along effortlessly across the reef and really make the most of the experience.
Oh, look, we had to drag him out of the water at the end of the day, to be honest. He just had the most incredible time, and that's a good tip for parents. If you want your kids to sleep well that night, just get them out there snorkeling. It certainly wears them out.
We all slept well.
Yeah, we did. We had an amazing sleep that night. And then we rounded out our afternoon with a drink from the bar and just sitting up there on the top deck, the sun deck of the pontoon, and looking out over the ocean. I mean, it really just was a perfect day.
Absolutely. And the perfect way to round out our 5-to-1 experiences here in tropical North Queensland.
Right, well, there you have it, the best of tropical North Queensland. Where to next, Paulie?
You're going to love the next location, in fact. We've got something pretty special coming your way. But don't forget to visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. You can check out all of our travel itineraries and guides there. Everything from the top end to the centre to Tassie, and even our lessons from Alapia, our #1 selling ebook now. You will find something there that can add value to your trip and your planning. And now is the time to plan for 2026. So grab yourself some of those guides. But for now, we'll leave it there. We'll say take care of yourself and take care of your family.
And travel safe.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, Caravan cooking recipes, our monthly magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails. Been laid in the tropics, Katie? Had to say it.